Art Spiegelman was born to Vladislav and Adja Spiegelman, February 15, 1948, just a few years after World War II and the Holocaust. For Maus, Spiegelman simplified the names of his parents to Vladik and Anya, their nicknames. His Jewish name was changed to Arthur when his family immigrated to America, and he later changed it to Art as an adult. His early life was one of fractured normalcy, overshadowed by the horrors his parents had survived during the Holocaust. He grew up obsessed with comic books, especially Mad magazine. He originally believed MAD was an acronym for Mom and Dad, which undoubtedly reflected his strained relationship with his parents that continued his entire life. With a love for comics and artistic expression, he very naturally began comic work at age 15, drawing for various weekly newspapers in New York City. He idolized the comic artists from MAD and moved more toward what was considered underground comics, which approached topics considered off-limits not only to the comic book medium, but for the mainstream media as well. He studied art and philosophy at Harper College, now Binghamton University, in New York. Spiegelman progressed through his career finding that his artistic voice was more along the lines of an autobiography, which was inspired by the works of and relationship with Justin Green. This experimentation started in 1972 with a 3-page comic entitled Maus that was originally going to depict African Americans as mice and the Ku Klux Klan as cats. This changed as Spiegelman recalled Adolf Hitler referring to the Jews as vermin to be exterminated in his autobiography Mein Kampf. It's not my metaphor. It's a really stupid metaphor. It's a dumb idea. That's the point. This is Hitler's metaphor, not mine. Being that he started recording interviews with his father discussing his life and survival during the Holocaust, Maus began to take shape. Also in 1972, Prisoner on the Hell Planet appeared originally in Short Order Comics and can also be found in the most recent edition of the Complete Maus. It delved into his personal story of events surrounding his mother. This exploration for understanding of what his parents went through led him to Poland and Auschwitz. With sketchbook in hand, he visited some of the surviving friends of Vladik and Anya in their hometown in Poland. He then visited the Auschwitz camps his parents were sent to for being Jews, retracing their steps as best he could. After visiting the ghostly remains of Auschwitz and Birkenau, he also visited a beef slaughterhouse to better understand sending animals to their death, as this is how the Nazis viewed sending millions of Jews to theirs. In 1980, Spiegelman and his wife Françoise Mouly co-edited the avant-garde magazine Raw, which Mouly also published. It was here that Maus made its episodic debut. Over the next 6 years, an episode of Maus was attached to every issue of Raw and culminated in a collective graphic novel with all 6 episodes in 1986 that quickly and unexpectedly rose to fame. In 1991, the second volume was added and Maus was complete. Art Spiegelman received a Pulitzer Prize the very next year, and in 1995, Binghamton University awarded Spiegelman with an honorary doctorate in literature, joining the likes of Samuel Clemens. Spiegelman never anticipated that Maus would have the reception or success it did. It came as even more of a surprise when Maus began to be used in classrooms around the world. He found it comical to autograph a student's, quote, comic book with yellow highlighter in it. Maus was not presented in a way that, I must tell you what happened. This was a way to structure my own thoughts and my own way of understanding. If it's of any use for other people, so be it. That's great. But it wasn't my motive for working.